Hello, everybody.
Hi,
It's the favorite day of your week. It's Wednesday, and you're here with the Flippin Bunch. Let's get into it. So hopefully we can get through all of our information this evening. I'll start right off, and then we'll go to Krystal, then we'll go to Lavonne, and then we'll go to Marah. My name is Dar. I am from DIYs by Dar. I am a furniture flipping artist of the last 4 years. I have done art pretty much all my life, but my profession was a RN, and now I use my creations for therapeutic reasons. Over to you, my dear Krystal.
Awesome. I love that. It seems like a lot of nurses are kind of crafty too. It seems that, I don't know. We know quite a few, don't we? I am Krystal. Yes, I'm Krystal, the Crafty Creeps DIYs and Furniture Flips. I love all things creative. I love to thrift and I love vintage stuff. I'm a reseller, so I'm always on the hunt for a good piece to flip and sell or just something for myself. I love all the vintage goodies and I love thrifting. I love crafting, and furniture flipping is my favorite.
I'm Lavonne from Statement Designs, and I have the Statement Designs channel where I do furniture flipping. And lately I've been putting my furniture in a couple local resale shops. So kind of been doing a little bit better with the furniture than I have been at the coffee shop, but I'm still in the coffee shop and still selling Iron Orchid designs and also Dixie Belle. And I have Tuesday Talk channel also where I do smalls. So I'm kind of focusing more on the smalls for Cosmic Charlie's. And that's pretty much it. I just love being here on Wednesdays with you gals. And over to you.
Oh, you're over here for me, but I am.
Both were wrong.
Was it wrong?
Both of you.
We should always know. Okay, over to you, which was totally like not you.
I'm Marah from Borderline Furniture. Excuse Oakley. I don't know what she got into tonight. Anyway, I like all furniture broken, I guess, and outdated because I just love to reimagine it. So anyway, that's what I do. I do like the little smalls challenges, but the main focus, I think, is furniture. I really do like it. So I'm going to turn this over to, I hope she's up this way, but Dar.
Well, we're going to get right into it then. Actually, it was just this weekend, the Flippin Bunch. And I guess I didn't realize this was a really great idea that our member Marah brought up just for a fun little autumn holiday challenge, was this Harvest Spirits Challenge. And it was just to take 3 bottles that you had or thrifted and turn them into something with an autumn theme. Is that correct, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I got them all.
Sounded good to me.
Same.
All right. Now, when we did this Halloween thing last time, and I was really not liking the picture that I did. And I said if it was still at my store when I went back there, that I was going to bring it home and give it the printer treatment. But believe it or not, somebody did buy it. So it's safe.
What did we tell you?
Well, no wonder. It's adorable.
It was.
Did you put it for sale like on Etsy or in your front window or?
Well, I did sell it, so I'm happy. I mean, the print was a old print, a very kind of.
She has a booth, Marah, over by her.
Oh, okay.
So I had a real hard time with that. I mean, like it really gave me a mental hiccup. So I got to this bottle challenge. And I'm thinking with what I was working on, like, how am I going to fit this in here? And what is sometimes you feel like you've got the pressure, I've got to make something now that my mind and my heart's just not really in, kind of like that picture that I painted. So I thought about it. I thought, well, Marah's going to be a cheater, because she didn't want to do bottles. She wanted to do these 3 glass jars there in the back lined up in that silver tray with that paint right there. Like, okay, first question. When you guys get an old silver tray, that one was like $2 from Goodwill. I just got this Rust-Oleum paint primer in one that's for metal, plastic, pretty much everything. And I just use that and spray it on there. What do you guys use if you just want to take and do a tray out to set something on it? Is that pretty standard?
I would think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I usually use Dixie Belle, but sometimes I spray, and if I do, it's always Rust-Oleum pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have something that I don't think will stick, I don't have the Bonding Boss, but I have something by, is it Jolie? I think it's a Slick Stick. I think is what it's called, and it's like a really thick glue, and it's great for Formica, which I think is the same for Bonding Boss.
Okay.
Am I right on that? Bonding Boss will bond to Formica.
Yes. The Slick Stick, Bonding Boss used to be called Slick Stick, and then there was just Boss, and then they combined it and made it Bonding Boss.
Well, then I wonder what I have.
So if you have something called Slick Stick, then that's still got the bonding property in it.
Well, I know, right? I'm sorry. Somebody said, stop torturing Oakley. I just texted my husband. I said, please come rescue me.
I have
some. It's not Dixie Belle product, so I don't know. So
I was going to say, I have some Slick Stick from Dixie Belle. It's just an older container, and if I don't need that bonding portion, I'll just use it on something else. But yeah, all right. Well, from there, I drug out some stuff to try to make these little glass canisters look better.
Did you fade her or not?
Yeah, I did.
Are we back?
We're back.
I think I went to Darnia for a minute.
You did. I could see your mouth moving down there on the bottom of the screen. You're like, I can't hear nothing you're saying.
Now,
Okay. The mic mutes when the video plays.
yes, I'm just what in the world is going on here?
I don't remember. Does it always do that? I remember doing that before. Has it done that before?
Yes, it does. It always does that.
Okay.
There's no way to turn that off on this end. My God, I was given such a great description of how that glue was going on there. Oh, man. But anyway, to recap that, I used Quick Bond
I love that knob. It looks like
multi-purpose glue. I mean, that stuff pretty much sticks anything. And the hot glue in the middle, you can do that, but you can't let them glues be touching really, because you're going to defeat your purpose, because the quick and thick is just going to make it slimy, and you're not going to get that hot glue to stick. So if you can get it somehow separated a little bit and still meet the goal of sticking it on there, you're better off. I just hope they stay on there. I used a pretty thick amount. And then all those IOD transfers now, do you guys have piles and piles of IOD transfers?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Maybe we need to get and just have an IOD challenge with transfers and see how many we can get on one piece of furniture.
I don't. I don't. No.
I think it would be fun. All right. I'm going to show you this next video, and since I can't talk, I'm going to be looking for a way to get this mute off of it. It's a picture of me with these transfers. All right. I found some that would work, and I cleaned my canisters with some alcohol. I had the darndest time getting those on that glass, and I don't know if that's common. I don't think they're that old, the transfers. That's another reason to use them if you got them, because they dry out and then you're not going to be able to use them. You got to kind of keep them well inside a nice package and where they're cooler and dry. But I had to use my thumbnail, and it is a transfer that has all tiny little appendages on it.
Oh no.
You know, like when you get the bug and you got a leg, when you got
the antennas.
well, that was what I picked for all three of them. And I swear to goodness, it took me an hour to go ahead and get all this on. But yeah, this is what that looked like.
That made me angry.
No, I watched that and I was like, oh, that's painful.
So then after you have putting all that work into that, you think, all right, should I seal the top of that? So I didn't on those because of the way I set them up. But if somebody maybe would want to use them to put something else in other than how I did it, what would you do on the outside of that to seal them transfers?
You really can't seal transfers on glass. The only way you could do it is spray it, but then you risk making the glass frosted or, lose its sheen. So, and I don't ever have luck using my fingernail to put a transfer on. I always have to use a transfer stick or something that's, got a little more surface,
Yeah.
And usually on a curved, I try to figure it out and try to center, like start in the center, and let it just kind of unfold. But
yeah, I don't know.
I think they're beautiful. I think you did a great job.
Yeah, I just left them. Yeah.
We also have our preconceived notion of what it's supposed to look like. And, if there's a leaf that goes over a flower or something, it's okay. Nobody else looks at it that way. It's just that we think we goofed, but other people just see the beauty. So
Right.
You're so
Yeah.
hard on yourself, Dar.
I know.
Well, I just read that comment there by Bronny. Hi, Bronny. Yeah, I had a whole big transfer sheet one time. I was putting a big one on a mirror that I put inside a window to put above somebody's kitchen sink. So when they were doing the dishes, they could see the mirror through the picture window behind them. And I put these wildflowers on there. I got the one side on. It was fine. When I went to do the second one, I'm like, what is going on? There was no stick on it at all. And I'm halfway in this mirror. So apparently somewhere it got dried out and I had not had it that long. So wherever it was kept. So I had to spray adhesive on it. And that's what Bronny said she had to do. Well, you spray adhesive on there. Yeah, it went on. But boy, was that a devil to clean up, because once again, it had a lot of wildflowers with articulations in it. So I had to clean out that extra adhesive with a Q-tip and Goo Gone just to get it all out of there. But yeah,
Great.
yeah, it does
Okay.
happen. All right, onward we go.
Well, her comment was, "Is they're just too expensive to not work?" And great.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
They are. I think the IOD ones are more expensive than the redesigned by Prima ones, which is why I don't have as many of them. But they look so beautiful, and I don't know. I had that one problem before, and it always worries me too. But so if it doesn't stick immediately, I know it's going to have a problem getting it on there or whatever. Because I had that green dresser. I don't know if you guys remember that green dresser I did. I had to go in. I had to paint everything because I rubbed for hours trying to get that transfer off onto that dresser. I literally mean hours. I had a big old buff muscle when I was done. It was like,
Wow.
yeah, it's bad.
So I ended up with these, and all right, what am I going to do with them? I spray painted that tray, and I thought, well, I'm going to put lights in them. So then that's okay. They look all right.
I love
But
them. I think they're
That
so
was
pretty.
amazing.
Yeah, I think they look excellent.
Then I did that, and I thought, that really looks.
Yeah, that looks really good. I wouldn't market them as canisters like to put things in if you need to wash them or whatever, because that's what they are. They're canisters, right? Where you put like
Yeah,
sugar.
they're all glass, and
Yeah.
And when I
Or
put
whatever.
those, it's just white cardboard paper, and I put that in there, and then I heard this lovely sound that said, "Yes, that's what you need to do with this, Star."
They look
Yeah.
great. I think they turned out really nice.
Yeah, so I got to take it to my booth if it's not too late for me to try to sell something. Maybe I can get it for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah. Better get it there quick. That's next week.
Yeah. Well, I think tomorrow I'm going to be going there, so that's going to be a trip. I'm maybe going to take my friend with me, who's out there probably watching. Going to go with me and help hold the door. So get back into the bottles here.
Okay.
Got some that look like this,
Cute.
and I believe these are Lavonne's.
Yes,
Yes, they are.
And then
That's so cute. I love the Fall Bowl Farms on there. I love I
Yeah.
love that so much.
It was just something I thought of to put on that banner because I didn't know what else to do.
That was cute. And I like it that you used that syrup, because that was just a different type of bottle. And most people went wine bottles,
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that syrup all the time. Well, we get two of them. I since started using a squeeze bottle, but
Okay.
But that one, when I first started using organic syrup, that was the first one that I got. And I loved the bottle, and I did, I used some transfers and painted them and stuff before and put them in the booth. But so that I just thought, oh, I love that bottle. So I'm just and I've gotten to where when I do bottles, I just put the labels right on top of the other label. I do not soak the old labels off anymore.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because they can be a pain in the butt to come off.
Yeah.
So you made all the tags and you made them on your printer at home?
Yeah.
Just on
Yeah,
regular,
that's just those
paper?
well, those tags are those manila tags that you buy. I have like a million of them. I got them on Amazon.
When you buy them, they come in like the biggest packages. There's like 1,000 of them in a package or something.
Yeah, it came in a box and it's like full, packed full. So
But like
I
even
use them for
in
everything.
general, this recreation on the label for the bottle here. Did you do that?
My reasoning
Kickstarter
behind
or-
that was if I was going to give it away, I wanted someone to know that it was still private stock because that's good stuff,
Yeah.
So that's why I changed the label. But, like I said, I'm not giving it away. I'm keeping it because I love my Captain Morgan. But yeah, so Bronny says in Australia, we don't really do change of season decor except for spring. So it's interesting seeing how other countries really embrace it. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So we got that name changed to Captain Tom.
Captain Tom, that's my husband. Then I added those leaves on there, and then on the other side, there's a little saying. I forget what it says. Eat, drink, and
Oh yeah,
be
Captain
thankful or
Tom
something.
wants you to have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And
There we go. Eat, drink, and be thankful.
there you go. Yep.
And I guess if you were drinking that, you would be very thankful.
Yes. Yes. And with every drink, even more so.
So the last one is this one that Lavonne did.
Oh my gosh, that one. I just I had the idea of just doing the leaves, but it was kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest with you, because peeling the leaves off of the plastic stems, and the veins in the leaves, I kind of developed a little system after I realized how to do it, but that was the first pain. And then I just thought I could decoupage those leaves on there. That didn't work so well. So I had to get some hot glue. But I was kind of glad that it worked out that way because it gave it a lot of dimension, like it isn't just flat on there. And then I used one of the leaves to make like a gift tag. So
Well, I don't think those leaves are going to come off of there. They're
I don't think so either.
Nope. Nice and secure.
Yeah.
So then let's go to our friend Krystal here, and this was her selection.
Okay.
Bottles.
Yes, I had scoured the thrift store, and I found I found the milk bottle, and then it was like a beer jug from like a local brewery in the area. And then of course I go to an estate sale like the next day, and I found this giant bottle, and they were cheaper. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I would have just waited one more day, I could have had a whole bunch of them. They were only $4 and they were 75% off. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyways, I just used some various paints and I painted them. I like texture, so I added some texture to them. And then these are some redesigned by Prima transfers that I put on them. And the Turkey Fund one was just, I just used some air dry clay and a mold, and I created that trim around it. And I used some black Waverly chalk paint, and some actual chalkboard paint, which I didn't like the chalkboard paint as much because, well, one, it was really old and thick. So I didn't really get like a really smooth coat on there. But yeah, it took me forever to figure out how I wanted to, write out my word, my phrase turkey fun. So finally I got it. That was like the most frustrating part of the whole thing. I must have erased that stupid thing like 30 times. And I was like, come on.
Thank heavens it was chalkboard.
Yes, exactly. I mean, and the cool thing about that is you can erase it, and then you could put like toy fund on there, or
Yeah.
some swear jar.
Which after you did that so many times, you probably would have had a lot to put in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I probably did say a few cuss words.
Chalkboard paint. You have used that a lot. How does that really hold up or work? And I would not imagine you have to put anything over the top of it because you want it to have that chalkboard effect so you can wipe it off.
I actually have a whole, well, it's not like a huge wall. It's probably a 3x8 or however tall my ceiling is, 3x10 wall, maybe 4x10, where it's painted completely in chalk paint. And it's been that way for probably 10 years now. And I have it on there so the kids can draw all over it. And, it's kind of helped avoid issues with them drawing all over the house. Like if you want to draw on a wall, you can draw on this one. I can erase it. It comes off, but it's held up.
Yeah, I have a wall too, and it's just like in my cellar way. And so I used Dixie Belle chalk paint because you don't have to use the chalkboard paint. But the secret to it is, and you can use any color too, but you go in one direction and then in the other direction until you get the coverage you want. And then you have to prime it with the chalk, and just like go over it all and then erase it. And then acts just like a chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Okay, then let's see. There we have some pretty spiffy looking bottles. Those look like Marahs.
Well, they're not very fall looking, but anyway.
I thought as a group, when you look at all three of them, they're pretty darn cool. Take them to a party.
Yeah.
Halloween party, yeah. Then this one, I have to ask you, when you were making a mold of this, was that for the purpose of trying to pour another one that was all one piece?
Yes.
Okay.
So I poured the individual pieces and I was like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get these bent and glued on the label just right. So I had seen this done before where people make like industrial looking things and then they literally pour a mold over it. Like they just pour the silicone over it and then they can reproduce that and put them on journals and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try that because I have the stuff and I want to do this. So I poured it, but I didn't, where all of those joints came together, I guess I should have cleaned it out of the mold more because wherever those joints came together, there was like a tiny gap. And when I poured it, there was a tiny gap. And there was about 3 or 4 pieces that just did not stick together. And in order to get it to work, I had to have it all together and then heat it and kind of bend it over. So, and when I got it done, it was so thick. I was like, this just doesn't look like the way I want to do it. And then I kind of just changed my whole plan. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a steampunk theme. And so, anyway, that's what I went with.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out beautiful.
Yeah.
In the end, and that's how we learn things.
Mhm.
You have to try them, and
Yeah.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, heck, having your own experience is the best experience.
Yeah, those are going to be fun for to give away
Yes.
as
Yeah.
gifts. Yeah, whoever you give them to, they're going to really love them.
I
Mhm.
love these. These were cool.
Yeah,
So,
really.
in painting the bottles, I know we hadn't really talked about it, but I think I was watching My Upcycled Life. I want to say it was that show, and she was talking about painting bottles, and she said, and I noticed that other people did it. They cleaned the bottle with alcohol. So she said that was really important, and then lightly prime it. She said you don't have to prime it all the way, but there has to be something for the stuff to stick. But I just went crazy and primed it all. Anyway, and then she said just add your chalk paint, and she literally just painted it on with like a sponge. Kind of sponged it on there, but I wanted it to be a more smooth effect, so I sprayed it. And
Yeah, they're really cute.
yeah,
And then
That's really
this
good.
this one was really cool as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love that one. And that
Mhm.
one, you used a brick stencil, right?
yes,
And how did you do the brick stencil again? Because you did a texture on it. Was it I can't remember, was it the DAP you used?
yeah. I just used joint compound,
Okay.
just like I did for
Your
for
cabinet.
for the cabinet. So it's just joint compound, and it was just a stencil I had. And I had a first attempt where I thought I'll just, I don't remember how I did it, but anyway, it didn't. Oh, I didn't have it taped down, and so I went back, I cleaned it off, taped it down, and then I covered it with the DAP and let it dry, and then the stencils, the molds, I just had them. What do I say? I just had them, and I hadn't used them, and I think I had them for like 2 years, and I thought, well, dummy,
Yeah.
use them. So
Yeah.
I put them on there, and they came out really good. And that was another thing I learned during this project was freezing your molds. Your not freezing them overnight, but just freezing them till they're hard. And I've always had a hard time getting clay out of molds, and it just frustrated me. I was like, oh, why would anybody ever use this stuff? And as soon as I started doing that, they just popped right out. It was so easy. I'm like, oh, why didn't I use this?
Did you use cornstarch in them or just put them in and then freeze them?
I just put them directly in and just froze them. And not overnight though, but yeah.
Okay.
Somebody sprays. It's Bronny sprays her glass with matte clear.
Engine enamel.
Huh.
Yeah. Paint and decorate and then spray again. Stays put. Still wouldn't leave it sitting in water for a long period, but works well. Good tip, Ronnie. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I wonder. I've not seen that clear engine enamel, so
I haven't either. I have to look for it. Maybe that's something that you can only get in Australia. I don't know. I've
Maybe
seen
automotive store.
I've seen enamel paint before because I have it in the garage. I don't know where it came from, but it's there. So, because I just used it recently myself. So, but yeah, have to. She said, "Yep, that's what she says. She buys it from the auto store." So,
Oh, okay.
great
We'll have to
tip.
check
Thank
that
you,
out.
Ronnie. Awesome.
So is Gretchen? Is she online tonight?
Yes, she's here.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
she's
Well, here we have a lovely set of bottles in a trio
Beautiful.
Nice.
from Gretchen, and I think she was nice enough to send like 3 shots to, looking at the bottle going all the way around.
Yes, very
And
cute. And she used napkins.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so
Yeah.
pretty.
yeah.
That
She
came out
was
great.
taking her time and tearing all these little leaves out.
Yes.
Ugh.
She used the wet paintbrush technique and went around all the little leaves. And that's how she cut them out one by one and decoupaged them all on there.
That's really cute.
Yeah, they turned out cute.
Mm-hmm. They look
That
really
one.
high end.
Mm-hmm. Love them. And she did leave the label on there too. Just so the ingredients and everything is in there. So if somebody wants to look at all that, those
And
are
the
going to
front
be.
label's like art. So I get.
Yeah.
Well, is that one a napkin or is that the original label?
She put
in
the
the front.
napkin around it like a
Yeah,
border.
bordered it. Yeah. 'Cause this
Mhm.
one kind of shows it a little better up there going around. That was part of the napkin border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very
And
I
then-
did watch.
They're going to be fun gifts to give and receive as well. Oh, yes. And she had her little vase here. She did too. Very cute. Very, very cute.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. That one, I don't know if you guys remember, she did the gradient with the paint. And I believe she put, was it wax over top of it, Gretchen? Was it wax to kind of blend everything in together?
Yeah, I thought wax. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that effect.
Yeah, me too. I love it. I love that patina look on it.
Mm-hmm.
I love anything like grungy looking or with like texture. That's my jam.
Come on over to my house.
I got enough here.
She says yes. She used antiquing wax.
Yes. Oh, I got some pumpkins on the front porch I need to take care of. I want to talk about grunge.
All right, we've been some busy girls. I mean, I've been busy, but not as busy as the other 3 here this evening. We
We've
just
all been our own kind of busy, I think.
Yeah.
participated in this furniture flipping Saturday, and it was a collab with you, Krystal, was it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Me and I was the co-host with Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling. So this was the last one for the year, but there will be another one next year. She does them every so many months for the furniture flipping one, but she's always doing challenges, or not challenges, they're collaborations. So you don't win them. It's just a collab. It's just, you just make a playlist together with other YouTubers, and it just kind of helps network and, help grow your channel and her channel and share subscribers and all that good stuff. So
There she is. When I show you, I'm going to show you the entries that we did for this collab real quick here. And when you see what she created, you're going to want to go check her out on YouTube. I haven't gotten that far yet, but this is where she's at on YouTube. And this was what she created.
really cool.
And I'm talking from scratch. She used old lathe from ripping it out of the inside of her house from reconstruction, and everything on there.
And she made those chairs too.
Yeah, I know. That was amazing.
Which I really need to go watch this tutorial because that's pretty darn cool. I mean, that really looks like
cute.
yeah. Even down to the point where she made the checkerboard, and when she was sitting there and hand painting all them black squares in there,
Mhm.
I was like, oh man, that's like watching Gretchen trying to tear all them little teeny tiny little flowers out.
Yes. She hand painted them. I'm like, what? And look at, they're like, they don't even look like crooked or
No, and she made all the little checkers with clay, hand clay. Everything was all handmade, so it was pretty neat. So
Yeah.
she was the collab gal with Krystal.
She's got a lot of great ideas. I watch her videos from time to time, and she's like, they're fun to watch. She's got a great personality, and she really good ideas. So things I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I really enjoyed listening to her as she,
Yes.
narrated her video. She sounds like she's a really nice person and just very, great voice,
Yes.
just really nice to listen to.
Yeah.
I can
Well,
get
let's-
over the sled
let's get
tears.
this-
That was such a great idea.
I know. I still have to go back and watch that video, but throughout it, she did talk about how she made those chairs. And I'm like, what? No way.
Let's
Yeah.
get this cute little thing.
Aw.
That was adorable.
Very
Thank
adorable.
you. Somebody gave me that little miniature ironing board when I had the shop on Green Avenue. She's like,
Oh,
do you want
wow.
this stuff? So I've had it in my possession for several years. And then, just recently when I'm cleaning things out, it's like, I need to just paint this and sell it.
Yeah. Oh, did she give you that little mini iron too? That is so
No, that was my mom had given. That was my mom's. I
okay.
think it was probably as her toy as a kid.
Yeah.
And my
it's
mom was born in 1925, so
wow.
I have actually a collection of them. The real bigger ones, and
Yeah.
also I have a coffee pot collection too of aluminum coffee pots.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
I've been
it
a hoarder for a long time.
I got one of those irons as well, and it is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. I used to
You
keep
know-
them on a shelf above the stove, and then when we did the kitchen, it was like I just thought, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. That's a lot of
Yeah.
stress on there.
Right. It's not hoarding if your stuff is cool, Lavonne. So
Okay, all right.
I know.
Well, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
There's a plate, and everything has a story. If you know the story, then it makes it more cool. But there's a plate in the kitchen that's hanging above the stove. And so my mom, grew up in the Depression. And on the back of the plate, it says Angelus. That was like the maker, mark. And so whenever she said there were rare occasions when they'd have steak. And so she said that was the steak plate, and somebody'd say, "Go get the Angelus." So I have their
Wow.
Depression steak
Aw.
plate.
That's awesome. It was probably a fancier one where you get
Yeah,
like
it's really pretty.
like a celebration plate.
Yeah.
We're having steak. I love it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you'll never guess who made this piece.
You'll
Wow.
never forget.
Never.
A resident maximalist.
I got so happy when I saw that because I was like, "Oh, it's the one that we did the I asked ChatGPT."
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't think Chat GPT would have kicked this one out.
Yes,
Yeah.
FB.
Well, if I would have said maximalist,
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
did-
you asked FB, not Chat GPT.
Yeah.
FB meaning Flippin Bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
you
is
did.
just show on the bottom. Like I even did like a little paint skiffer there on the bottom, way up there on the left, and I just left it like that because the paint was like rustic and just kind of like
Yeah.
not really covered, and it
Yeah.
just That's how you can fly with maximalism.
Yeah.
It makes life really a lot easier. And as far as I only used 3 stencils in that piece of paper on that piece. I got the piece of decoupage paper on the bottom, and then 1 stencil that was real fine, intricate. My very first your base stencil. Kind of take it with the closest color of what your base color is, and then I picked the second one, which is that mermaid tail kind of turquoise color. Put that all kind of in a random pattern, and then the blue stencil, which was actually the second stencil, but just taped off. And then it made a nice little cross thing. And then the last one, I just did 2 different colors. So I only used 3 stencils to get that design on the side.
Yeah.
I like the way it looks like it just fades up,
Yeah, and it almost looks like the paper. It's just an expansion of the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really kind of struggling with how I was going to get there, but I
Right.
got there.
Well,
and
You did.
Well, you arrived.
I
You
arrived. Here's
That's a
somebody
lot.
who's arrived. Who is this? This dog. Is that your dog, Marah?
No, just
Random?
just a rando.
AI dog.
Rando.
Yep.
Random dog chewer.
It's a bad dog. Oakley would never do that.
So
No, she likes golf shoes. To be honest, she never chewed anything in our house when she was a puppy.
Oh
now
god.
there you got something beautiful going on here, boy. That's awesome. I love it.
Gorgeous. I love it. And Marah, I don't know if that's been your first
There we go.
negative Nancy comment on your short, but I don't know
No.
if you guys seen Marah's short. She's
My husband said somebody commented and said they don't paint furniture or something.
Ew.
I
Well,
said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go text the girls and let them know I'm gonna give away all my paint now.
I know.
Now,
You have to look at your comments and gang up on her. That's what we do.
oh,
I
dear.
already did. I already got on them. I was like, oh,
Where is this?
I said
Where-
something
I'm-
like,
I'm
oh, great,
going
it's
there.
the paint
The
police. or
Darminator
something.
is going there.
I said, oh, great, it's the paint police or something like that. Of course, I didn't say it from my account. I said
No.
it from somebody else's account in my family. Yeah.
When you look at this bowl, what I want you to notice is how 3D it looks like it is just
Oh, it does.
It
pulling
does,
up
yeah.
off that table because of the way you used your darks on there, Marah. You got that all coming in there, just as black can go, coming back up to your lighter. That gives you your roundness, and light is always at the front. So that's going to give you that really cool 3D effect. I love it. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
I
do too.
planned it that way from the beginning.
Do you guys ever see FAF designs or FAF, F-A-F-F?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Every Sunday she posts, she gets, all these comments from people about you ruined another piece and that kind of stuff. She really gives it back. She goes, they go low, she goes lower.
I'm too small of a channel right now. I will have to wait until I get a little bit bigger. I have to be nice to people still. Like, you can still subscribe to me. I do other things. That's okay.
Well, I just wanted to say on those, I repaired all of the chew marks, and there were 4 of them all together, and they were pretty bad on the corners. And I thought, well, I'm going to try to do Bondo and see if I can get it to work. And the whole time I'm thinking, I should spray these, paint them so you don't see it. But I wanted to keep that wood tone, so I used gel stain and it actually covered. You cannot tell. I'm looking at it. I cannot tell which is which, and it just really worked. So if somebody's wanting, like if that really does happen and somebody's really wanting that wood look, I would try it, and see if, I mean, the worst that can happen is it doesn't work, and then you wait 2 to 4 weeks and until that gel stain fully cures, and then just coat it with, I don't know, some shellac and paint it. So, but it worked, and
That's
I
great.
can't tell. So I got lucky.
So here's one thing that didn't need any wood
I
to
know,
make
it's
it really,
amazing.
other than the top and the bottom.
What a super good idea.
I know. I
Thank
love
you
it.
guys.
Miss
Yeah.
Krystal, this is awesome.
Yeah, it just made it's from books, obviously. Obviously. My husband helped me a lot with this one. I couldn't have accomplished this without him. It was a little difficult to drill the holes through the books. We struggled with it, but we finally got like a method down or whatever. It's very messy. Make sure if you ever do something like this, you're wearing your respirator mask, because you got dust and debris flying all over the place from drilling through those books. And a shop vacuum going to suck everything up. So it was definitely a 2-person job for this one. But yeah, he helped me a lot, so I couldn't have done it without him. He drilled all those holes in the books. I just sat there with the hose.
So you helped him
that
a
was
lot.
nice. You
I
gotta
did.
help her.
You came up with the idea.
Cool idea.
Yeah,
Well, that was the end of that little competition, and as far as our group went with adding people in, like I said, they were busy. There were 3 challenges, collaborations that these 3 girls hit this weekend. I only hit 2 of them. Now, Krystal's little table, her next group that she went in as a challenge is called, say it for me, Lavonne, because I'm going to mess it up.
The Maker's Challenge.
The Maker's Challenge. So that one is coming up, and that one you need to go to Instagram.
Oh, you mean the Twice as Nice? Or
no?
Yeah, I think are you talking about the Makers Challenge that Lavonne
Right.
and I and Marah entered?
Right. What I'm saying, we just got done looking at Krystal's piece, which was
right.
in that last grouping that we all participated in.
Mhm.
And then the one coming up, you 3 are in, but I did not participate in. That's why I said you were busy little girls. You had to get 3 of them done in this weekend, is the Maker's Challenge. I'm just hearing this really weird noise. It's throwing me off. You guys hearing that weird noise?
No.
I hear a noise, but it's not loud or anything.
That's odd. Okay. So, Krystal, that is her submission, and that Maker's Challenge. The challenge part was it's all in the base. Is that correct? That's what they were looking at.
The base or the legs?
The base or the legs?
Yeah. So it was like two different ways you could enter your piece. Was either all about the base or you do something with the legs.
Okay.
So, mm-hmm.
Well, so Krystal, she's got her books in there, which I think is really cool, and it's going to bag the prize. And then
I don't know. There was some good competition. We got Lavonne.
now here's Lavonne's
Beautiful.
table. Just a quick picture of it, and I know it's in your garage, and there's a garbage can there. Don't get mad at me. It's all right. We're all big girls. Here's a couple quick videos.
Oh, that's lovely.
If you love fairies, you're gonna love this. It's full of fairies and ferns and mushrooms and all things from the forest. I used Made by Marley decoupage paper and also Made by Marley stencils to achieve this effect. Stay tuned for a YouTube video with the complete process coming soon.
Oh, that was just lovely. It's just beautiful.
Thank Well, the table had a great base to start with, so I did go a little nuts on the top, but that wasn't the plan, but I was still happy with the base of it too.
When that video was playing, did the sound come on with it?
Yeah.
Did what? Sound? Yeah.
It did? Okay. I'm just wondering because it mutes us from talking, but if the video clip's got sound on it already, it'll
Yeah.
play. Yeah.
I
And
could
I'll
hear
tell
it
you
on
what,
my-
I was lost on that piece, and if it weren't for my Flippin Bunch girls, they grounded me.
Yes. We help each other out all the time.
Happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is Lavonne's entry into Maker's Challenge. And Marah also is participating. And just to get an idea of what she is doing there, you
Yeah.
can see she took two completely different pieces and put them together. And then this was actually what the top piece that she had that she grabbed. So kind of what happened with them pieces. Tell us the story of those two.
So I was walking Oakley and I saw that top piece out there on like a Friday, and I'm like, oh, I should go back and check it out. They're having a 25% off sale. And that night it rained its butt off and they left it outside. And so I went by there the next day and then I knew that I was going to be doing this challenge. And I went by there the next day and I thought, well, I could get this and then I could make some really cool legs. And I didn't even know it had doors. The doors were sitting behind it. And so I walked up there and I saw it. I'm like, oh, it's probably got wet, but it doesn't look water damaged. And then right next to it is the coffee table and those really cool legs. And I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. And so I bought them
The light
both.
bulb went on.
Yes.
It did. And I bought them both. I got them home and I'm like, oh, I can see that the inside, because I didn't even know when I bought it that it had doors. And I came out to get it. And I'm like, oh, there's doors to this? Well, that's really cool. And then I got it home and the doors were stripped out and they screwed it into particle board. Like you having doors that open and close and they were heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Screwed into particle board. I'm like, who does that? Well, obviously Yugoslavia does it because that's where it was made. But so I'm sure all this it was stripped out. None of the glass was there, and I didn't even include the whole glass story, which I'm not going to talk about. But just I have a problem with our local glass cutting company, and it's always and. Anyway, but we got the glass for it and everything worked out. But I had to take each side off and cut around. I don't know how. I mean, if you saw the video, I had to cut off the bad parts and I built a frame and then just screwed the original particle board in. And I used the particle board, the original sides. I just kind of cut a frame and stuck the part that I cut off inside that frame. Which was good because Craig Jigs and Craig was a sponsor of that.
Yeah.
And so I got to show that, I used their product. And then for that dumb coffee table, it came apart fine, but then I had to cut it. And I didn't want to put a new blade in my saw. And it was already hooked up to my Craig Jig guide. And I didn't want to take it off there either. And I was just like, I'm just going to cut it with this panel saw blade. And I cut out all the bad parts, but trust me, it was not smooth at all. I was like, 3 inches. And I had to go and adjust something in 5 inches. And anyway, I did get it cut off. And so I literally took the top part of that and recycled the wood and made it the bottom of the top piece. Yeah. So I'm not a trim carpenter either, and I had to cut those angles, but it slow and steady wins the race, and I got it done. So.
Yeah, it's a true Frankenstein.
Looks like it was meant to be together there.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Because that bottom piece where the legs attached to, they did not, that was not there. Like
Yeah.
literally the doors were sitting on the ground. I don't get that. Anyway, but
Yeah.
and then that stencil was even more crazy, but it's done. So
Well, hopefully it sells fast, just like your last Harry Potter themed piece, your honeydew.
Oh, so the rest of the story is on the other side that I did not take a picture of. When I pulled the stencil off the bottom, it stuck so well that it stuck to the paint and it just came off. I didn't, I guess, let the paint cure long enough.
Okay, so you gotta fix it.
I gotta paint it again. Yeah, I touched it up, but no go.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, it looks awesome. One of your specialties is that particle board stuff. You always do such a great job with it.
Thank you. Yep.
What is Ollivanders?
Oh, go ahead and tell them. Krystal's a fan. It's a Harry Potter reference.
Harry Potty.
Yep, Harry Potty.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, in the Harry Potter series, if you follow it, you know that it's Ollivander's wand shop. You know,
where they go buy the wands, where they pick their wands. Yeah, I'm never gonna live this down. Marah keeps bringing it back to life.
He's trying.
trying.
Well, it was
Making a
good.
cabinet for it. Okay, we got this challenge. This is December 6th.
Yes, December 6th.
Nice.
Yes, this one's hosted by me and Lavonne. So take a piece of furniture and transform it to have a dual use or 2 different looks. Which will you decide? Yes,
I'm going with dual purpose.
that's what I'm going with too.
Yeah, me too.
And
I was
here's
going to do a dual look, but that didn't work out.
Oh, too bad.
And I haven't even started
Who's
yet.
heading
so,
this one
yeah.
up? Who's heading this one up? Christmas keepsake box challenge.
Oh, I'm heading it up. Well,
Marah?
yeah. So
Okay.
this is the Christmas keepsake box challenge, and because it's so close to Christmas, we're not going to make you do anything crazy. Just a box and upscale your thrifted box. It could be a hat box. It could be a cigar box. It could be a cardboard box. Jen, I hope you're listening. Yeah, it could be just anything and just upscale it, you know.
Jen, oh yeah, she loves her boxes.
Yep. That one's for you, Jen.
Yes, I have mine picked out. I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want to release the secret, but I have mine already.
Mine's
I
already
have
painted.
one of
All I have
two.
to do is put it together.
Actually,
Oh.
about 3 things I might want. I don't know.
Alrighty.
So, if you would like to be notified live when we're going live, you can email live to flippinbunch@gmail.com. I know. I'm getting there. It was a long night. Okay. If you want to have a text sent to your phone to remind you every time we're going to be live, just enter live to 814-515-4905. All right, guys. What did I forget?
That's it.
That's it. I
don't
think.
think I forgot anything.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. So we're not going to be here next Wednesday, are we?
Right. We're taking a break for Thanksgiving
Okay.
because Wednesday night's a big cookorama, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
I
week
might be in
after
that big cookorama for the first time in a long time, and
and then the week
Then
after
December
that.
3rd, we have Carol from Lemons to Lemonade coming on, so that's going to be a good
Yay,
show.
that's gonna be good.
Yeah. So she's going to tell us all her secrets. She
Ooh,
paid off her
that's great.
by flipping
Yay.
furniture.
Yeah.
so we'll be back here then on December 3rd. You said it was
Yeah.
that Wednesday evening with our guest from Lemon to Lemonades. And anybody have anything else? Otherwise, I think we are over 5 minutes. Apologies.
You are forgiven.
Nothing. We ain't got nothing. We're gonna sign out.
We'll quit 5 minutes early next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Oh, Bonnie's gonna be going back to back markets.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Well, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna miss our
miss you all.
weekly, but
I
I'm
know.
yes, happy
excited for
Thanksgiving.
December.
Yes, it'll
We're
be
thankful
good.
for all of you, for sure.
Yes.
That's okay, Jeannie.
Well, happy Thanksgiving then to everybody with that,
Yes.
with a good night.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Love you guys.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.